Hello and welcome to Q256. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. If it is your very first time here, or if you are a returning viewer and you have not yet clicked that subscribe button, go right now, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are alerted each time I drop a new video. In today's video, we are talking about the Mi True wireless earbuds basic. These also go by the name of the Xiaomi Earbuds. Now these are by far the most affordable quality earbud solution that you can find out there in the market. I have seen very many others out there, but these to me strike a perfect balance of cost and quality. So today I shall be looking straight into them to show you what I like and what I dislike about these particular earbuds that was sent to me courtesy of oduka.com. I've put a link in the description of where you can purchase this for yourself right here in Uganda, and also in the very description is a promotion code that will give you a huge discount, or if not free delivery for you right there if you check out using that discount code right there. Remember, it is www.oduka.com for all your electronic shopping. Right here I am greeted by a nice blue and white box, which of course encompasses all the earbuds that we are looking for. Diving deep, we have ourselves a nice small case enclosure right there, and then if I might just dismantle the whole thing, we have got ourselves an instruction manual, which instruction manual unfortunately is about 80%-85% Chinese and other languages. There's just very little outlined in the English language, but then also there's not really much you're going to be needing to read about these things. Also shipped in the box is this very small short micro USB cable right there. These come with extra earbud fittings here, so you have the small, you have the medium, and you have the large. So that's what is in the box, and let's get straight to the product itself. Right off the box, I must say I love the design of this case. It is small and it is black in color, and because of its size, it can easily fit in your pocket, and this is good because you can easily move around with it. So I already like this. Just from the beginning, I already like the look of this right here. Now when you go ahead and pop this open, you notice that you have your two earbuds, one for left and one for right, just seated inside right there, all very nice and well tucked in right there. Now this case here does not just serve as a carry bag for these, this also is the charger for the individual earbuds themselves. So if you notice, each time you pluck it out, it will be under use, and each time you put it back in, it automatically shows you an LED, red LED, showing that it is charging, and of course once it is full, it will show you a white LED to show that it is full. Already this is something that I like about this, because there's not a very complicated thing for you to follow up on to understand. It's not an array of different lights here and there for you to understand what has happened. The red means charging, white means full, and of course for the case itself, there's a light at the front here to show you when it is charging, and once it is full, that light disappears. So simple, so straight to the point, and I love that about these. The earbuds themselves, if I may just take them out here, are really small. I like them, and the best bit of it is they are black in color. It is a really nice and small form factor right here, and this is really nice. They have very light weight to them. You don't really feel that you have these when you tuck them onto your ear. They're really light, and because of their small form factor, they don't stick out, and also the design, it kind of hides itself well in your ear. Let me just pop this in and you see what that would look like. So this is the right hand side. That would originally go in there, something like that, and I think you can see the way it tucks itself in my ear right ear. It sits flush to the ear, as opposed to most of those that I've been seeing that kind of stick out at the bottom, which I find kind of annoying. I find it too bougie. I like this because they kind of have a small form factor and they sit in there and disappear. On the earbuds themselves, there are buttons, click buttons. So these here, the Air Dots or the Mi wireless earbud basic, these do not have a touch sensitive panel. These have buttons, actual clicky buttons. I prefer the click buttons to touch, because I feel like this here actually feels like I am giving the command of something to be done, like I click in the feedback. This click right here is one of the things I kind of like and dislike about these earbuds right here. It's a kind of love-hate relationship. The click in helps you to receive, click in to receive, and click in again to end a phone call, and then also you can click to play and click to pause the music. But unfortunately, that is just as far as they go. There is no other functionality button on these. There's no volume up, there's no volume down. That was kind of a dislike. But again, when you look at how small they are, the form factor they are in, and then you kind of get to notice, why that would be so. One major drawback about these AirDots is they're not sweat resistant, so you cannot go with these if you decide to go for like that evening jog or you want to do some exercise in the gym. It really wouldn't be advisable to have these on because they are not sweat resistant, so the sweat can easily get in there and damage the circuit and you shall lose out on these. However, you might not cry that much because based on their price range, they are a very, very affordable piece of earbuds. But to me, I found that as a drawback because I would have loved to have these sweat resistant so that I can go with them anywhere, go for a jog, or even hit the gym with these on. So that is a very major drawback for me on my side. The other thing I would like to highlight about these guys here, it's kind of a positive and a negative as well, is the battery. The earbuds by themselves are rated to go for about 4 to 5 hours of continuous use, and once you pop them back into the case with the charging, you can extend that entire use up to about 12 hours. Now 4 hours for me I felt was a little bit on the low side of things, because sometimes you're like on a long road trip and you want to have that music pumping in your ears all the way through, so you have 4 to 5 hours, you have to disconnect them, plug them back into the case for them to charge. But again, having the case be able to charge them and then extend your listening all the way up to 12 hours is something beautiful. Of course, you do not have to use both at the same time. You can plop one in to charge, use one, and then keep exchanging them like that if you're going to be in a place without electricity for a long time. Other thing I do not like about this is it takes this battery case over here with a totally flat set of earbuds in it about 2 hours to charge from 0 to 4. I don't know why, but I felt that is quite a long time. I think an hour would have been enough, but it takes about 2 hours, so you might want to watch that. You do not want to run this out to 0, because if this runs out, you'll have to sit out the whole earbud experience for about 2 hours as these charge. So it's a kind of a love-hate relationship with these. And coincidentally, I've got to come out full disclosure. Before I got my hands on these, I really wasn't a fan of the whole earbud situation, but these have won me over. And in fact, I've been asking myself, how have I been surviving without earbuds on? These have really won me over. The sound quality on these is particularly good. I actually love the experience listening to music on these Xiaomi earbuds. The bass is really heavy. I loved it. The stereo is well pronounced. It's been a while since I had earphones or earbuds with such a small form factor that delivered a good crisp stereo sound. Most of them you find favor bass over stereo, and then you find the mids are kind of washed out, but this gives a very good balance between the stereo, the mids, and the bass, which is actually very vivid. So I loved the sound on these. The sound while listening to music was beautiful on this one. However, during the course of my extensive use of these AirDots, I found that on phone calls, out of 10 phone calls, about 3 of them would have people complaining that they're hearing a lot of ambient noise in the back. So 3 out of 10 phone calls had a bad sound thing. They complained about these picking up a lot of ambient noise and they wouldn't hear me, and they kept saying that I sounded like I was in a very busy place. But 3 out of 10, that's about 70% good. So maybe it was where I was, or it was the network that kind of played that. But other than that, these gave me a very good feel. When on phone call, the sound to me sounded a little bit mono, but I have no problem with that because I could hear the people I was talking to very clearly without any distortion whatsoever. These, I should note, also are Bluetooth 5.0 enabled. That means once these are paired with your phone, they shall not easily lose that connection. Once they are entangled in there, they cannot easily be unentangled. Yeah, so they cannot easily lose that connection. The range on these, as per my measurements, is about 5 to 8 meters. So after that, they kind of become choppy and then disconnect eventually. But when you're in that 5 to 8 meter range, the signal is really good. It's so fast. There is almost no latency. It is present, but it is ignorable latency. So the delay in there is not really noticeable from the time you speak and from the time maybe the person on the other side gets to hear. The latency is really minimal, and thanks to that Bluetooth 5.0, it actually helps them so much. So these are the Redmi AirDots, or the Mi True wireless earbuds. Basically, you can get them on oduka.com. that is www.oduka.com. I've put a link in the description of where you can buy yourself these, and also a promotion code that will cut down on your delivery cost, sometimes to 50% or sometimes to 100%, depending on where you are at. Thank you so much, Oduka, for sending these over to me. My final view on these is I love them so much. They're small. I go everywhere with these one of these days. They have become a must-have accessory, and I believe you too must have these on you. I highly recommend. For the budget, for the price, don't go for these knockoffs over there, or don't go donating your kidney to buy yourself a pair of Bluetooth earbuds when these are there. So these are highly recommended. For the price range, for the kind of packaging you get, for the sound quality you get, I believe this is the best bang for your buck in the category. Go right now, hit that subscribe button so that you are alerted each time I release a brand new video. Thank you so much. I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.